Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I'm coming back with card number 2. There's only 2 card ideas in this pack, so there is only 2 card alternatives for you. So I've got my card, got my ink, I have got obviously the envelope, which our card is going to fit into. I always tuck this inside the envelope so it keeps it with it. Just fold that back. I've got the strips. Again, our card is going to fit inside here once we're done. So let's pop that to one side. So I'm using scraps. And this is the only 2 cards you've got. So I've cut just out of my scraps bin loads of different strips, all coordinating with this card kit. We have got a Mango Melody, Magenta Madness, Coastal Cabana, but on this one I'm using Bermuda Bay because Bermuda Bay is retiring and I think it goes lovely with this card, and like I'm saying, it's retiring soon. So all I did was took some old cut out of my scraps bin. This is my scraps bin. What I tend to do is any long strips, just cut them all down. Just pop that back in there when it wants to go. Just any shapes, any sizes, just make sure they're level. Back a few pieces off, and that's what I did until I got quite a lot of them. So I was gonna fill, I'm gonna fill this piece of card with this piece of card because this is quite a big section and I want to be able to see my strips once I've added them. If I cut it a 1/4 inch small, you wouldn't see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these 2 together like I did my other one. There now, let me just make sure I've got this the right way round. Yes, that's the way round. Obviously it's got the candles on. So I'm going to glue that. There we go, it's coming out now. Was a little bit too extreme. Don't press too hard, it's a new bottle Gaynor. So let's pop them to one side. And I'm literally just going to lay this on top. And rub it down from the back. I'm thinking, can I cut this any smaller? I probably don't want to chop them off, so I'm going to take that little strip off the bottom. I should wait till it's dry, really. I'm just going to take that, make sure it's straight. There we go. And let's see if I can get away with a tiny fraction up the top as well. And then can we get away with a tiny fraction on the side? I just want to straighten this card up, see? There we go. It's narrowed that right down. And then we know it's perfectly level now all the way around because I've trimmed it after I've glued it. So I'm going to put that to one side. Now I'm going to add some double-sided tape. Now I've got this 2-inch stuff. You can add stick it tape, is it? I don't know what it's called. But I think just by adding, don't worry if you get any curls in there. Just iron that out. I'm just going to use a block. Perfect. And we can always tuck any in. I'm going to spin that around and I'm going to add another section. I'm not really bothered about covering the whole card. Just making sure all my air bubbles are out. And away we go. How quick was that? So Now I'm going to peel off the back ends when I can. Give that a good rummage down. Grab my pokey tool. I keep reverting back to my old one, and I've got one off my gorgeous friend Gloria, and I've got a section in the centre where I can put my fingers, but it's mainly on the outside I need the tape. So I'm going to start adding. I've got some really small pieces. I'm not adding them in any shape or form. I'm just going to make sure I cover the strips. And I'm adding them over the edge so I've got less to cut off on the other side. So go for any different set widths. Make sure you've got it pinned tight. Just something to do, isn't it? So you can alternate, you can just, I've only got the 3 colours here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate. And if you want to, just press down on there. I'm going to go for a thin one this time, because we've got spots on the card. Maybe we could trim, we'll see at the end whether we're going to trim it down or not. So nice wider one this time at this. And if you don't want to damage any bits, just turn it over, because you can use those pieces as well. I'm not going to take the little ones off, but I'm going to go and use the ones I've cut. So let's use that one. Making sure it overlaps all the time. Now a pink one. Let's go for a really fat pink one this time. Making sure it's nice up close. And then we're going to go for a really thin one here. As long as you've got enough to go from one side to the other. I just think it's so cute. Right, back to the green. Let's find a fat one. You want to make sure you're hanging off that edge. And I'm just pressing down. So I'm just getting a little bit close to the edge here now. So I'm trimming off these tiny bits. You won't get much waste with those, but if you can hang the others off, you can turn them round and you can add them again. So let's go for a thinner pink. Making sure you've got it right up close. And use, this is a non-stick bone folder, so it won't stick to my glue. Let's go let's go for a little thin one. But why, you don't have to use designer series paper all the time. You can literally, oops, Gaynor's got that stuck on there. Don't worry, it's being covered. Let's see if that's long enough. Nope, that's not long enough. Oh my goodness, we need some longer strips now. Let me see if I've got any. I've got some more here. Let's pop that to one side. Oh, my battery's gone already. Let's change the battery. I don't know how long that's been gone, girls, but I've only just put it in. Let's check that one out. Put that one on there to charge up. That battery went quick, so let's cut some longer strips. Different sizes as well. And that's a nice fat one. So let's go 1/2 inch. And let's go 1/8 of an inch. Let's try that for now. So let's go for a fat one. Oh, look at that, fits there just right. So now we need a pink one. Is that long enough? Nope. That one is there. Perfect. Now let's go for a thin. Let's see if we've got any longer ones. Oh, that's perfect. But if we've all got a scraps bin, you know we have. Let's find a thinner one. Perfect. Let's go for a thinner pink one. Let's go for a fatter Magenta Madness one. Loving it. Let's go for a fat one. A wider one. Can't say the word fat anymore, can we? Wider. And then let's add this one. There's a one we've already used. And then a really thin one. And then I am boiling. Another one there. That's not quite. That's better. And there we go, back to yellow. And I'm going to use this fat one on the end here. And I'm just going to make sure it's all pushed down. And now we can trim these bits off. Don't forget to keep these. Obviously you don't need the small ones. You can use your trimmer for this. If you want to use a trimmer. Good pair of scissors will work just as well. I mean, we've done this countless times with herringbones. I just thought I'd stick with stripes today. And our last little bit. Perfect. Don't know what, there must be some glue on my scissors. So with the bigger bits, I've just got myself a little tray. Because I've been cutting bits off all day long. And I've just got myself a little tray to keep all the longer bits in. Can you imagine how many cards you can make with these? Absolutely fabulous. Keep ones that length because they'll come up for the corners. And then these little ones you don't really need. So find yourself a little container, put all your bits in and keep them for a different card. And then we can get rid of all these little bits. I don't know why my batteries are wearing out so quickly. So there we have that gorgeous, gorgeous matting. So now we need to check this out. I think that is uber sweet. Maybe we could trim this down a little bit, or do we not want to see the dots at all? Isn't that sweet? So what about if we had that like stripes, dots and white? What if we only cut that down and add a thin panel going through the center let's do that because we make 2 cards that way. So this is 4 1/4. So let's do 2 1/8. Oh, dare I now? Yeah, why not? So we can make 2 cards. And let's add that across. Let me just use my bone folder. Flatten this card out. So that is going across that piece there. That is sweet. And then that can go on there. Now I'm thinking, should I have done that? Let me have my other piece. We could even turn that round. Oh, that's the same way. But we could even, look at that, near enough lines up. But it doesn't line up, if you know what I mean. So we've got an even funkier style card. Whatever you, oh, I don't know what to do now, girls. I think I'm just going to add that just across the centre there. And then I'm going to pop this up. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do now. Gaynor's wishing she hadn't cut it now, so let's just add that on there. So that's got to be that way. And that's got to be that way. I'm going to glue the 2 on. I'm going to put a black strip if I've got one. I do have some black strips, but I don't know if they're going to be wide enough. Oh, perfect. Look at that. And then that is going to get on there. Oh, I'm going to do that. See, just make it up as you go along. So Gaynor's glue clogged up again. I can't believe my batteries aren't lasting very long. So I'm just going to smear that all the way to the edge. Oh, now I've got to make sure that's the right way again. That way. Yep. And I'm going to lay this just right on the edge. And we're not going to see any spots. And then that is going to get up to there. I like that. And you can add black in, a very thin black card in between each line. Just turn that over. Gaynor's got really inky fingers, gluey fingers. That is absolutely gorgeous. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally lay that right across the centre there, just to give it a bit of pop, because I might stamp in black. So let's add that there, and let's put that right in the centre. Perfect. Glue that down. We can turn this over. Give that a little trim off. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then this is going to get popped up on there. And this time I think I'll just use dimensionals, because I like them foam strips, but they really make everything stand right off the centre of the page, and it really is a pop in your face card, and I don't really want a pop in your face card this time round. So I'm just going to press my dimensionals And you just go along with your finger and peel them off. Once your dimensionals are tucked on properly, they will just peel right off. I mean, you could add this down the bottom. I'm going to add this perfectly centered. I'm going to get my little gems and I'm going to pop one on top of each of these beautiful little candles, just like it is in the card kit. You could add alternative colours if you've got your rhinestones. If you don't want to cut card in hard, don't do what I just did. So I'm going to remove these. And my hair is all over the place. So these little white things, you can use a nail file, a paper file. I'm just cutting those little bits off, just making sure they're nice and neat. Making sure you can't see those little bits sticking out. I've got another one somewhere. Where's that gone? Where's my white one? Oh, Gaynor's losing all the bits. Where's that gone? I got a white strip somewhere. Gaynor's dropped it. I can't see it. This one, see, that says hip hip hooray. I think I've just thrown it in the bin. I certainly did. Oh, look, that was lucky, wasn't it? I found it again. So, let's get our stamp set. And I'm going to line this up. That one says hip hip hooray. Perfect. Cleaning cloth, because you know me, I'm a mucky pot and I don't like muck. We've also got that it's your day, or today's your day, and we're going to do that on this tiny little things. Good job, these are photopolymer. Oh, lovely. I've got itchy elbows. Again, while this is out, let those dry for a sec. I'm just going to stamp random little confetti on the back of this card. Tone on tone. On there. Round by the candles. Maybe in between. Perfect. Close that up. And then, oh, I've got itchy elbows. Right, a strip of glue when it wants to come out. Just down there. And we're going to go about halfway. Oh, and that's slid. Don't worry about that, because we're going to stick this little blue one on. And that's going to go right under there, but we'll see the blue through it as well. That is too cute. I'm going to pop some dimensionals on there. And just pressing them down using my bone folder. Put my glue away before it clogs up on me again. It's forever doing that. And then just peel these backings off. And I'm going to add this one in the center this time. It's a little bit higher than the last one. Oh, I've got itchy elbows. Oh, really itchy elbows. So on this one, you've got happy, happy birthday. You've got light the candle and make a wish. You've got make a wish, wishing you a. Then you could have the happy, happy birthday. Birthday wishes. Birthday, happy birthday to you. And today's your day, obviously. And then obviously these lovely little shapes. So, cute little gift set. But look what you can do with it. Absolutely adorable. Gives a lot of substance to the card now. You can stamp inside. You could also grab yourself your Winker Stella. Give that a little squeeze. And alternatively, you can add a little bit of sparkle on every other line. Especially if this is going to be for a lady. We all like a bit of sparkle. And just add a little bit of jazz. I'm just going to do it on these yellow ones. It's actually Mango Melody. Just to add a bit of highlight. And if you want to spend the time, you could add some glossy accents. How cute is that? I think it looks absolutely lovely as well on Bermuda Bay. So if you want to take your time, add in some shimmer on there as well. That is too cute. I actually used it on the red one there. Again, it's gone a boo-boo on that one. I don't think anyone would notice. And it doesn't take away from where you've stamped. Just the odd line every now and then. That is super cute. I haven't used my Winker Stella in ages, but look how cute that card is. I'm sorry about the light. Let me see if I can do anything about that. That's a lot better. So you can see the sparkle anyway, but there we go. There's my little alternative. I know they're pretty much the same. This one's lower down, this one's higher up. This one I mishapped and put that on foam tape. This one is perfectly lined up now. But yeah, I just wanted to use up some scraps. My new card is going to get shoved inside the envelope. And I just think that would be ideal for a boy card, and this is perfect for a female. So I hope you like them. Give them a go. Leave a thumbs up and a share. That'd be brilliant. Take care, peeps. Till next time. Bye.